Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
Todd Stanton is alongside me, wounded, but he'll do the best he can. And Jack chewing on the controls, and a good night here, a full field of cars at Talladega. We're going to go 200 miles around. So before we go racing tonight, let's go trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I thank you, of course, to Dirty Grass Soul, the playing of our national anthem. Thank Charlie Milner and Milner Media Design. Thank the Cyber Thunder Racing League. We are all here tonight rallying around our friend Jade Bell and his family. A fundraiser event for them tonight. If you've heard this story or hearing it for the first time, as a lot of you may be, but Jade and family were moving a few weeks ago, and wasn't a small move. It was a move of hundreds of miles away from where they called home, and they hired a moving company to move their stuff, as I think all of us would that make a big move like that. And their truck was involved in a fatal accident, which is awful. Which we lose life. That's the worst part of it all. But the heartbreaking thing for the Bell family is, they lost all their possessions as well in this accident. So they arrived to their new home. They basically arrived what they had on their back and what was in their car. So had to rebuild a life from new in a new place, and we're trying to help the Bell family tonight raise some money. The PayPal link is on the bottom of the screen. Also, Todd is out there putting it in the chat as well on Facebook tonight. So let's rally around the Bell family, see what we can do, and that's we're out here tonight trying to help them out.
Hey, Phil.
Good Samaritan way. What we got, Jack?
It's the little things. I was talking to him earlier, and he was saying that he got up and was going to go make breakfast, but realized he didn't have a skillet or a spatula.
Yeah, I got in just as that story was being told as well, and that's just the little things you take for granted. They lost it all, so we're trying to help them kind of. I don't know if anything ever goes back to normal after that, as my family went through it years ago too, with a fire, devastation, losing everything. But I feel for them, and yeah, the little things, just how you go on every day, putting clothes on, making a simple meal, go to grab a fork or something. There's the little things we just all take unforeseen. You lose them all, you certainly feel it. So hopefully let's do some good here for the Bell family here tonight. Make them feel good. I know we raised some money already, and if you can do so, the PayPal link is up there. Please help us out. Going to go to the Cyber Thunder Racing League. They're going to make a big donation to the Bell family. So let's hope we can. Let's have a good night. See Bradley Beeman's out there rooting on. Let's go. Matt Sim Racing. We'll see. Let's take a look at our 3D Racing starting lineup tonight. I'll take care of the lineup. Todd's with me. Todd's voice is been hijacked, so we'll bring Todd in lightly into this conversation tonight. He'll be here for a while, but I think worse than Gomer took it. We'll tell the follies of what happened to Todd a few nights ago. But Nick Fleury is going to be on the pole tonight with car 25, with Mike Taylor next to him in the number 56. In run number 2, the number 71 of Brett Hahn, with the number 5 of Nathan Duke to his outside. Tim Rogers will start 5th in the number 48 car, with the number 38 of David Patton next to him. Mike Grandy will start 7th. He is in car number 12 with Tyler Beeman next to him with car number 91. Our buddy Tom Richter will start 9th in the number 34 with Dave Sanders in the 77. And the outside of number 5, Jade Bell. Our buddy here, we're all rallying around tonight. Number 14, he will start in P11 with Eric Anderson next to him with the number 83 machine. Jeremy Moore and Kyle Jett will start in row number 7 with Ryan Dale. And Tanner Tellerico starting out 16th tonight with car number 1. William Goss and Richard Pruitt making up our 9th row, with row number 10 being made up of Bill Jett and Dale Lee. Patrick Steen will start 21st, the number 89. Andrew Court next to him in the number 67 car. We also got Robert Rogerson in the number 78, the 82 of Robert Gregoire. Mark Schrader, the number 121, the 26 of Michael Witt. Kyle Elby in the 07, Christopher Dean. Jay Morris, Bryson Clark, Chris Harvey, Paul Turner, CJ Marcani, Zach Jahalis, Eric Moore, Todd Poston, Jeremy Funk, Dan Wickware. Wickware. Different name right there. We had a big field of cars. I'm counting 37, 38. Let's go iRacingIFlag.com, green flag, 200 miles. That's going to be 70 laps around this 2.66 mile Talladega Super Speedway, as we put the green flag out for the first time tonight in a high-speed chess match, as Todd has called this racing for years and years and years. And I'll tell you what, Todd, as we bring you for the first time tonight to this broadcast, I feel like your voice has been down here. You've been partying down here in Talladega 2 or 3 days already?
I wish I was actually partying. I was screaming and yelling at another the 6.4-wheeler on a Friday night. So my voice is kind of dead, and I tried to work it over at Thunder Mountain and maybe even worse today. Starting to get a little bit better, Phil, though. Drinking a lot of liquid and it's starting to get better, but this 100-degree weather did not help today.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely hot up here in the Northeast. It's hot everywhere. Yeah, ridiculous one way it is. But we'll bring Todd. I'm sure he'll have my wingman all night long. I'm not going to lean up too heavily hard, but enough to break it up for me. Is set into drafting race here tonight, Talladega, and I think the racing all comes secondary tonight. We'll cover the racing action as well. Nick Fleury, one of the heavy hitters over here at the Cyber Thunder Racing League, he will lead the way with that white and black red numeral number 25. He's on the inside lane. You look at this race for, there's no getting away here. Tough car, Super Speed Air Racing. They're going to be 2 wide, 3 wide maybe all night long. And as I said, Talladega is a game of chess. It's not where you run early. 70 laps to your time, it's a long, long time.
That's definitely a long time here at Talladega. You guys are going to have to make some other decisions throughout the race to figure out who your drafting partners may be, and that may be changed halfway through too. Big wrecks will change your drafting partner, different ways you're going to go. We're all going to the ultimate goal here tonight, though, Phil, is to raise some donations there and make sure that we're doing that out there. So good sharing the link and sharing everything we got going here. So make sure you guys get out there and get some donations out to the Bell family.
Absolutely right. We're happy to come out here and do this. These folks here tonight. Cyber Thunder is, I would say, officially our home game and stuff. We do a lot with these guys.
Yeah.
I think the world of Tom and this gang. I've been for a long time. So 34 drivers on tap here tonight. We'll see where 70 laps takes us, but said it's a cherry race. There's no points being paid out. It's just going to go out there. Let's race hard and kind of do what we do. And hopefully it's going to be therapeutic for guys like Jade who are out there mixing it up. 14 cars started right up there on the outskirts of the top 10. And look where Jade Bell is now. He runs in that 10th spot, and he is locked to some traffic. And I got to imagine the crippling and trying times I'm sure his family is going through. He said he was able to save the sim rig, which I guess is a great thing. Not how much time and effort, money we put in sim rigs, but you got to imagine as chaotic, as restrictor plate racing is right now, and as much as the nerves go, it's probably the closest thing to normal Jake has felt in a little while, being behind the wheel out here. Now we're close to 200 miles an hour.
It's got to be close, Phil, like you said. It's got to be close to being feeling some sort of norm and different things going on there. But like you said earlier, lost peak, a lot of stuff and different things. But right now, currently running in that 10th position, so hanging out there. It's a long, long race. Still got 65 laps left to go, and it would be awesome to see him win this too.
It really will. And we'll have some fun watching these cars go around as it's 2 by 2 by 2. And so we've called Talladega racing for a long time, and we try to bring some excitement to the call, but I mean, we're going to let the pictures tell all the story here tonight. Let the racing do the story. Is out to the racing right now, Nick Murray. He is poked away with, I believe that's the 71 car to the inside there, the inside of the second row. That was Brett Hahn. He peeked away right now, but Tim Rogers and the rest of the outside lane, they've gotten rolling. And if we know anything about Talladega at all, if we can take all the racing we did that 3 years ago and bring it to iRacing and all the way these tracks and races kind of play out. Top lane almost seems to be a fast way around because you can usually keep momentum wound up and not put a whole lot of wheel to it. You're going to think after a little while, top lane's got to prevail, Todd, now, wouldn't it?
You would think so, the top line prevailing, but we'll see what's going to go on here, Phil. Just watching these guys come down here off the sailing in the corner. Way different feeling than what we're used to in Talladega. NASCAR 2003, way different than what I'm used to calling here. I haven't called a lot of asphalt races as of late, but this is kind of, we're going to see how relaxing this is going to be for me. Of course, is definitely going to take it easy here. I don't want to lose that. I know I got a long week ahead of me.
It's just a start. I always call Sundays Mondays in my house because it's kind of the day that everything kind of goes back to normal. The wife goes back to work. We get busy broadcasting again. So start of a busy week, and we got a lot going on. This one here tonight, headlining a Sunday night for us. The Adrenaline Rush Racing League tomorrow night. Big two-way bill Tuesday night. We do some dirt street stock racing in Knoxville with the gang from the Underworld Racing League. I do believe is the name of their league. It's one good race there. The first of 3 for them. This week will be in Knoxville as well as the FBRN Modified Series Tuesday night. So double bill on the dirt on a Tuesday. Of course, Wednesday night street fights from DWRL on Wednesday, and then Thursday night we get the Pro Late Model and the Elite Dirt Racing League. So pavement tonight and tomorrow night for sure. And then go back to doing a lot with you on the dirt. Of course, the rest of it. A lot of fun. Hopefully join us. Hope you guys enjoy all the stuff we're trying to do. And we got a big wreck. You have to come down right in the middle. Savage wreck, yellow on the speedway, and that's the down part of restrictor plate racing on lap number 7. Now maybe 8 putting complete. The big one has struck us early, and there's got at least a half dozen, maybe close to a dozen cars involved over there.
Fans, how the first number 1 machine go?
That's Rico's car was just wow. One car. one of the heavier. This one's got a bunch. We'll let Jack take a look back at Kumar Motorsports' first yellow flag tonight. And J-Max Strong Full Velocity Racing Network is the replay, the big one in Talladega. 8 laps of 70, and let's see where this one kind of broke loose on, though. Somebody got checked up. There was 2 kind of different wrecks happening. First one happened on the one car. I'm not sure where he got kind of turned or lost speed, but then there was a second wreck that kind of happened almost simultaneously. Oh, somebody got hooked to the wall there. What car was that? Oh, I see how it happened now with Tanner. Somebody got hooked. You know, they all kind of piled in top lane, bottom lane wreck. That was a whole lot happening there. Yellow flag for the first time tonight here at the Talladega Super Speedway. 8 laps out of 70. We'll pause here under the yellows. They take an extended. Let Todd save the voice. Let me save the voice. It started an early week here on the network, so we'll be right back. We'll break it with the call live in Talladega. Close enough, he says. We're on the backstretch. Start talking. We're back here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. As said, the long yellow is here at Talladega, so we'll pause here a little bit. Under yellow is we could talk to Jack. I mean, Dirty Yellow, and Jack could probably tell us some good stories and tell us how much she's looking forward to going back to work tomorrow in the heat. So probably better we have dead air, so I'll get myself in trouble and let Todd kind of caress, because I'll lean on him the best I can during the course of this broadcast, as well as, I'm not going to lie, Super Speedway Racing, it's kind of one of the toughest things we do as a broadcaster. It really is, because it's basically a drafting race. It doesn't get a whole lot of what I would consider drama. It looks exciting, makes for good TV to look at, but you wait for something to break and happen. Unfortunately, the only really, a lot of the things you see happen, well, that we just saw right there, the big one. At Talladega on lap number 8, tore up a whole lot of race cars, and how many, if it put any behind the wall at all, looks like it definitely hurt Andrew Cork's car. Tano Tellerico's car got a shot. Michael Whipp, Mike Grandy, Nathan Goot, Bill Jett. Those cars also picked up damage. I tore a lot of them up early, but as we get ready to go back to racing, the number 25 car of Nick Fleury is going to be the race leader over Brett Hahn, Tim Rogers, David Patton, and the number 83 of Eric Anderson going to be our top 5 as we approach the start-finish line. Now the iRacingIFlag.com green flag returns to the air, I guess the air, the sky, whatever you want to call it. And we go racing back here at Talladega as Sam Perry and Blade Yard is out there wearing our chat right the book. Take care of him, and Todd's out there monitoring as well. But we try to come back up to speed. Probably a good, lap and a half to 2 laps in a tough car. And Nick Fleury leads a quick little 2-car breakaway out front there, Todd. Can these two guys afford to get that too far away? Because that draft runs them back down. They get ahead of speed. They got these top 2. They may get rocketed right around.
Yeah, Tim Fleury right now, you're listening with the 48 running in that second spot, Tim Rogers. Rogers trying to do something. Here comes the plate note car, though, Pat coming up there, number 38 machine fill.
2 plate note cars out there.
Yeah, I can't even talk right now. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I can't stand this.
Awful. I hate it. The guy's the best color guy in the business. And, he's a guy without an anchor. But it's cool to see David Patton's got the blade note colors flying. I know Sam's out there rooting for Tom, the 34, but I'll root for David. I like David Patton. Maybe Sam forgot about him, the unsung hero. What goes on here, the lead admin of this Cup Series they do. We're gonna cover here on Thursday nights for coming next season here in September. So let's watch that 38 cars, man. I gotta fix my engine sounds. These things are screaming by the camera and they deafen me. So we'll get that working. Nick Fleury leads. Tim Rogers, the number 48. A 48 running well in a super speedway. It's kind of seemed to happen before. I do okay here sometimes running a 48 car. But hopefully Tim doesn't have the same luck I do. Usually torping a lot, but the race there. Nick leads the way, but they are 3 wide now. 2, almost 3-way deep. This track's playing up to 3 wide, to 4 wide. Can they go 2 laps 4 wide?
Have to see, Phil. I would be going up through the middle right now. It's where it's open. Go up through the middle, make things happen.
We do. We don't like to be bored in these races, do we? We don't like to ride the line. Go in the middle and mix it up. The only problem is for guys like I follow guys like me from the middle. You guys always make it through the hole, and I never seem to make it. And it makes guys like me scared.
Close it up, huh?
Or I run out of talent, which I'm kind of known to be.
Oh,
we got a wreck.
Big wreck. Right in front of the whole field. 48.
Oh, well, 48 should run the spin out. I drive it, wreck a whole field. But yellow again, the second big one of the event, 15 laps in, and there may be fewer cars that missed this one, and actually ran it. This one's got a lot of them. We'll take a look-see back there. That one broke into a second or third place car. What happened there? That was 71 car up on. The second car up high. Rogers the 48. He was leading the outside lane. They wrecked leading the line. Oh my goodness. At that rate, the 48 is along for the ride. Hooked to the right rear. It is not a dang thing you do. In the outside wall, and then it's just pinballs, chaos. Somebody's car went for a wild run over the fence line. chaos, mayhem, carnage. Still early. 15 laps sit up 70 here at Talladega. Looks like we have a war of attrition starting early. We'll follow along here live all night long on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for esports racing. All right, the lights are out. We are approaching the exit of turn number 4. That means it's time for the iRacing.com safety vehicle to make its way on to the pit lane. Look, there's a truck out there. Truck. Leading the way here at Talladega. We get ready to rock and roll off of turn number 4. Look for the green flag back in the air as we roll our way very slowly.
Green flag.
Yep, there it is. Green flag. I don't know. I don't know how to prepare for that. It's like I need a warning bell or something. Nick Fleury going to lead David Patton. Jade Bell. Jade up to third. That's delightful to see. And him, Ryan Dale, and Christopher Dean, who started all the way back at 27th out of top 5. The green flag back in the air, 19 laps of 70. Very early on. Now, 2 early yellow flags here, Todd. They tore up a lot of cars. Do you think these guys put that in the back pocket for now and say, hey, it may be smart to be patient and maybe just kind of mind our P's and Q's and log some laps, because there's still a lot of racing left remaining.
I definitely hope that they're putting that in the back of their head. There is a long, long time to go here. We're coming up on lap 27, so 50 laps left to go. So hopefully they're not going to race as hard as they have been here early in this first portion of this event.
Right, and you see there's a lot of cars that are tore up. There's fairly many cars that are probably damaged, that are going to be off the lead draft. I count we probably put 6 or 7 at least down one lap, but with some damage. A couple of cars maybe out of the race with this juncture. It'll be tough to see. It looks like the breakaway up front. Well, I guess not really a breakaway. They kind of all, I guess, put 26 cars from the front to the back, and that back all staying together as they roar on down the back chute heading to turn number 3. And look up front. Now it's number 38 car, David Patton leads the way, but look, the 14, Jade Bell, right there running in second. And Jade having a good way to start the night. Wouldn't it not be the coolest thing in the world to see the 14 car in the victory lane at the end of this one? That would be one cool way to cap off this evening.
Yeah, it would definitely be interesting if we go on board, check the graphics on board with Nick Fleury. Watching him go at it. But yeah, that would be cool to see that 14 take it down into Lakeland.com victory lane, so.
Certainly would. And now be a ruckus victory lane when we get down there. Jade, I'm sure, will be just beside himself. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, don't say that word too loud. My boy hears it. He's going to break down crying. We was talking about that a while ago. Mosh pit, concerts, fun, loud music.
That'll happen again.
I hope so. Bring it back soon. It's like racing. We need to get back to normal. We really do. Have some fun times. David Patton, I'm sure he's having a ball right now in that blade note number 38. You know, the one that Sam forgot. Down there talking about abducting Nick, and the 34 car is sexy, but we're blade note, folks. I gotta say, Todd, that 38 car is Patton. That thing is also sexy.
It looks good. Looks good up front. A lot better than what we can do with it, probably. Either one of us. Hey, I think we even got Sandy, too.
If Phil was driving it, it'd be behind pit wall by now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Just like that 48 wreck, you talked about how the 48 already has some of that issues. And all of a sudden, 2 laps later, that 48's wrecking.
Now, when a race like this, with that many cars, I wouldn't qualify. I would start at the back, and I'd probably stay about 3 seconds behind the draft, or 30 seconds, or whatever. Don't want to be anywhere near it. Because I've learned in these races, if you want to like survive and finish first, you first must finish. And I'm good at passing cars at the wreck anyways. It's kind of what I do. Although I wrecked first last time, I wrecked out in a place like New Hampshire. You love that track. You wouldn't have loved the setup we were on last night. It was definitely a handful. Was to me anyways. Weirdest thing I ever experienced in New Hampshire, but we had a good one happening here at Talladega. As now this train 2 wide, we race for the lead. Down the back chute, heading into turn number 3 and 4. That's 25 of Nick Fleury raging at the outside lane. I believe that's Nick Fleury. Yeah, it is. 25 car up in the outside lane, trying to chase around David Patton. Jade Bell tucked up there. And a good run for the Deuce of Christopher Dean. He's in that top group, as well as Zach Chahalis. The number 22, Zach started all the way back at 32nd. He runs down the top 5. And I've always said Talladega is not a place about where you start. Drafting will play a role. You get around some wrecks. You play some strategy later. Who cares? You started back there outside of 30th. Zach Chahalis may be a player here later on.
I don't know these guys as well as you do, Phil, as you've got a lot of coverage with some of these guys and how they race and different things that are going on over here at Cyberpunk Racing. So far, you know, barring some of the wrecks that happen, we know that's going to happen at Super Speedway. Done pretty good.
I thought you were done.
No.
Okay.
It's hard. It's hard. It's really, really hard, Phil.
You're laboring. I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job, but you're
I'm
talking about
sweating. Dying.
it's like crime against humanity to make this guy Todd I'm glad he's here. Love Todd, my best friend in the world. Glad he's at least joining me to kind of help carry this along with me. So I don't think I can carry a super speedway by myself anymore. But David Patton leads, but is that the 14 of Jane Bell? Make him look to the inside. Jane Bell's going to look to pick up the race lead. That start-finish line is running all the way down there. I think he may have got it.
Yeah, with the help from Christopher Dean, that number 2 machine, pushing him there on the bottom, but don't count out that 38. Patton's driving on the outside, that BladeNerd.com car. Count him out. Get him.
No. Never count on David Patton. That dude knows how to wheel a car. And you're going to see, because you're going to be a part of the coverage here for the Cyber Thunder Cup Series. The Bolt Cup Series is going to be presented by BladeNerd.com next season, starting here in the month of September. We'll anchor the coverage every Thursday night. We'll all kind of be here. We'll all be around it. So the inexperience that Todd has with some of the pavement here in this league in general, we'll get to know a lot of these guys just as well as a lot of us have gotten to know them here these last, let's say, months, weeks, years. Good time, good people. I think you'll enjoy covering this series, and we're rolling to Talladega tonight, and we're slowly approaching the halfway mark. 26 of 70 on the board, 200 miles. Now, I know the speeds we turn here at Talladega, which they are hitting over 200 miles per hour in this draft. You think, hey, this race will be like a sprint race, but I'll tell you what, for all the wars that we've all been in for a Talladega race at about 200 miles, they're not exactly sprint races now, are
they? Sprint race at Talladega doesn't go hand in hand, Phil. No. Definitely not.
Yeah, I know a lot of my work at Talladega. I would be paying attention more to the fuel calculator, knowing I had to make green flag pit stops if we did a long run and trying to get on and off here. And that's one of the things here with drafting playing such a role. If you screw up on pit road under green, I mean, your goose is basically cooked at that point. Cooked, and then you'll sound like Todd.
Right.
A lot of talent. Sound like poor Todd there tonight, but we need some more story times at some point. Maybe Jack can conjure up a new story for us, and we have story time by Jack. But we've got a little breakaway to the bottom. No, now he's in a whisper.
Oh,
I'm kind of scared. Now what's
what
next?
that is.
What's next? Sam's going to show up, and he's going to start whispering at me. Then I'm going to really be in the flipping Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone music.
I hear pretty music. How do I hear a banjo? It doesn't mean good news. It means somebody's coming to get me. It's probably Sam. I'm sure he's out there watching. Or something, but hey, look who's got back to the top of the heap. The 25 of Nick Fleury's, found his way around. I can't really say some elbows, but played some of the draft, putting some of the air. 25 car, the pole sitter, now to the top of the heap. And how about the run for the number 73 of Bryson Clark? Started in 29th. We saw Bryson here race a few weeks ago. We came over to Cyber Thunder. He started at the back and ran his way up. I think it was actually Monday night in the Truck Series he was out there. Started toward the back and ran his way up there. 73. Looking really like a strong player early, but was still very early. Going to put 29 of 70 on the board. And I can imagine this little green flag run now, Todd, for guys who started at the back. Is it time to start passing cars and gauging how many laps it'll take that run from the back to the front? Because, it's kind of, valuable intel you may get later on.
Big Bell out here to the race lead once again. Yeah, a lot of Bell into what's going on here, Phil. Watching to see what's going to go on. Man, look at the bump draft that number 2 gives to Jade Bell there, who's currently the race leader. To Christopher Dean, just right there working over his rear bumper. That could go wrong for him rather quickly, though.
It really can. They'll do a good job. Unfortunately, Mike Taylor is out of the race. He had a good qualifying run. The 56 car looks like damage from earlier wreck, far severe. So looks like he'll be no good. As I got a poke from, oh boy, I don't want to go there. I believe Sam may be not too far behind. So what more to go on to bring Sam around? What's going on, Sam?
Not much, Phil. How you doing?
We're hanging like an air on a biscuit. I just saw what Jack posted in the chat. That's not nice, Jack. That's not nice.
I
That
didn't
one very
hear
nice either.
that.
Hey, look who's to the lead. Jade Bell took a stab back in the top lane. Oh, I don't think it lasted too long. I'm on the spotter stand. I'm kind of looking in the far lane view. And because if I get in the car right now, you're not going to hear my microphone because it's going to destroy everything out around me. And I just can't fix that sound, and I don't understand what's going on. But some things are better left understood. Now, Sam, you're a big advocate and love super speedway racing. These guys are approaching halfway. We've seen some too early yellow flags. We saw a lot of cars pour up early. What are these guys thinking right now? I thought they would kind of be out there in tame and riding around, but you look out there right now, they're 2 by 2 by 2, about, we'll call it 10 or 12 rows deep. That's not conserving and saving your stuff for the end now, is it?
Not if you're the leader, but everyone behind. They're trying to they're trying to keep out of the back of the car in front, so they got to lift every once in a while, so they're saving more fuel than the leader is.
But where would you rather be right now if you're in this train? Leading the back of the train, letting the roll out of it in the middle where you just hope to not get run over and get caught up in something? If you're out there in the Blade Note car, where do you want to be?
I want to be in second. That way, when the white flag comes out coming off the turn 4, I can slingshot past.
Awesome. I like that. The old slingshot maneuver.
Heck.
Yellow love, Sam. We came into a room full of love here tonight. We're all in a raucous mood, having a good time, raising some money for the Bell family. And if you haven't done so already, you're out there watching, you're tuning in for the first time tonight. Bell family fundraiser event here tonight. Jade's family lost all they had and all their possessions moving here a few weeks ago. They lost absolutely everything. We told the story earlier on. He went to get up this morning and make breakfast and realized I don't have a spatula or a skillet or nothing to make an egg in. It's heartbreaking stuff. I mean, whatever we can do to help the Bell family out, anything to go a long way. The PayPal link has been posted in our chat. It's also located at the bottom of the screen here tonight during the stream. Going to be potentially to paypal.me/Cyber Thunder. Tom and the gang will take care of Jade, and every little bit's going to go a long way. I'm sure their family's going to appreciate it. And good to see the name Jade Bell leading the way, number 14, although they're really getting away at hiding in a super speedway. It's racing that I've always been a big critic of. I believe anybody, they call it the greatest equalizer for a reason, because we're all kind of equal. We're all out there playing air, staying out of trouble. But I'm going to tell you what, honestly, I'm nerve-wracked doing racing like this behind the wheel, because there's so much out of your control, and as a race car driver, that's not a very happy feeling. What say you, Sam? I think Todd's taking a break.
Yeah, I think Todd got sick because of that mask.
He could have. It's true. That's true. That could be 100% true. I'm not going to speculate on that, but yeah, Todd's voice is lost, and breathing in CO2 not healthy for him. So hopefully Todd will come back and rejoin us. A little bit of drink, Jack whiskey. Now we can say officially halfway home with a break it up 235 laps on board. 35 laps remain here at Talladega, and the race leader is that number 14 of Jade Bell. Him and Nick Fleury there, Christopher Dean, David Patton, Bryson Clark running in 5th, Zachary Chahalas, Robert Roberson, Bill Jett, Jeremy Moore, and Tim Rogers in the 48. He was involved in that wreck early on. He was in the outside lane, got turned around. sometimes, Sam, in iRacing, the quick repair is our best friend now, isn't it?
I would certainly think so. Some people don't like it, though. It's not as realistic. But with halfway being on the board and they only doing roughly 186 laps, 186 miles, if they all come down now, they can make it to the end.
Oh, well, that's good intel to know right there. So you could see the race kind of being split up if guys may dive on a pit road, make their last pit stop. But I don't think you want to come in now if you're especially by yourself. You get a couple, 3, 4, 5 cars together, not a bad play at all, but we'll wait and see what's going to happen. But pull it out. Okay? If they can make it from here, be able to come out, they all come to pit road or whatever they choose to do. So that's good stuff. But we talk about the quick repair and how you may feel about it, realism or not. Jack, I know you're the biggest fan ever of the quick repair, aren't you?
Oh yeah, you know that.
It's like moderate damage. You have to have it.
It's not real. It's not real.
Not real. Yeah. We agree. It's on a fun. But we agree on that one. Sometimes I do need a quick repair. I'm not going to lie. I'd probably drive over my head and wreck it 3 laps after I did it, but it's neither here nor there. But got a couple of lap cars now dropping off the pace. The leaders rocket their way in terms of the 1 and 2. The draft here tonight, and it's staggering. You get to a cup car and you lock in this train, you lock horns, and you look down to the back straightaway, and now off the exit of 4 down the Tribal. These guys are approaching well over 200 miles per hour. There's an illusion of speed that we get watching out there from afar, but when you're behind the wheel, Sam, going 200 miles an hour, do you even feel that we're going that fast? I know when I do this, I don't. All I do know is if something goes wrong, it happens wrong and it happens really fast.
That certainly does. It doesn't feel like it's going 200 miles an hour when I'm sitting in the cockpit. But when something happens in front of you, you gotta listen to your spotter when something happens in front of you. If it's far enough ahead, or you're gonna be a sitting duck.
They're pitting
right in the middle of it.
All right, a lot of the lead group is pitting. Nick Fleury joining a host of gaggle of others down to the pit lane, and they peel off the banking and go close to 200 miles an hour now down to pit speed, which I believe is about 55 miles per hour. That's something that you can play for the same new race. When you flag pit stops at Talladega, they might make it look easy, but peeling off the banking and maintaining pit speed and not getting hit with a penalty, that's not exactly the easiest chore in the world, is it?
Absolutely not. I mean, you got to whoa it down 145 miles an hour if you want to get down to 150. If you want to get down to 55, coming off the 4.
Not only make the pit road speed, but keep the car from breaking out from underneath you. Because I've been known to do that a few times. Lock up the front tire, left front tire specifically, and get the back end all squirrely and tail happy. And one time's an I've kind of ended at the inside wall. So not the easiest thing in the world to do. But guys who have a lot of practice at it, they do it well. They make it look effortless. And they look like they've had a couple of dive bombs to the pit lane. But the majority of the field, call it, say, on 16, they've all stayed out. And I wonder if they all haven't come to pit road yet, Sam. We're 40 laps in. How much longer can they run in that original fuel tank?
When was the last car? 30 laps ago?
Huh?
And what are we on now? The folks who pitted on lap 16 during that caution, they could probably make it to about lap 45-50 without pitting.
Well, that's what they call it about 8 to 10 laps away, so still some work left to do. So we'll see what happens. The group that already had come down to the pit lane, that first like the legs of Nick Fleury and whatnot. Let's see where they kind of all start out. They all lost a lap. Him, David, Patton, Kyle, Jett, that group all came out of the pit lane. So I think it was 3 or 4 of them. Now they find themselves one lap down, but that'll recycle around. As long as the yellow don't come out, they're going to be okay. That is going to work. And got to say hey and thank you to our friend Jeff Brown, not only for stars, but $40 donation to the LaBelle family. Jeff, you're a saint. Love you, brother.
Thanks, Jeff.
And we kind of left him on an island over in the FDRN, Team Speaker over here at Cyber Thunder. But thank you, Jeff. I know you're out there watching. We appreciate you, pal. I know Jake will as well. For all you do for all of us. I know guys like Sam give back a lot to this community and guys like Jeff do as well. So that's why we're so happy to have partners the way we do. Why we think we're connected with guys like these. And really, really do. Good vibe, great atmosphere, and good people. Good people take care of good people. That's what I hope we're doing a little bit here of tonight here as we work our way around the Talladega Super Speedway. 43 laps of 70 going on the board. Tim Rogers, he is working his way now up to the top of the heat of 48 after an early race incident. He leads over Jake Bell, Chris Wallace, Bryce Clark, Bill Jett, Tom Richter making an appearance back in the top 10. Currently on 7th. Robert Rogerson, 8th. Jay Morris, haven't talked about Jay all night. Turned 28, he's up to 9th. Robert Gregoire, number 82, now runs inside the top 10, but approaching what is probably around the green flag stop for this group. And there's two completely distinct different tags. You got this 16 cars up front, and then a second group that I believe was tore up in an early wreck. You find guys like Tellerico back there, Brett Hahn, Dale Lee, Mark Schrader. Those guys are all involved in that first wreck, so maybe not the most speed, but if they stay out of trouble, they may, you never know what's going to happen here at Talladega. They may find themselves on the other hand of a good finish. Maybe not a winning race car, but you stay out there, you run some laps, you never know. You may get a good finish here tonight.
Yeah, they could. Those cars that haven't yet hit it, they still have to come down, and that'll give the cars that just finished their green flag pit stop a chance to get back on to the lead lap and make a run up to the lead.
Very curious to see where this last 25 laps is going to take us. Only this group still has to come on down to the pits. Come in there together, do it cleanly, do it safely, do it without getting a speeding penalty or an incident or whatever else. So a lot of drama left here to play out. Welcome into the Full Velocity Racing Network. It's kind of an in and out watching. If you guys are out there watching, do us a favor. We're live on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. Like our links out there, share the link. It's Talladega. Sometimes makes for good TV or stretches out with a long green flag one like we got. I think this makes Talladega races good like they are. A long green flag, you want to let it stretch out. You can pit road because you can play the strategy game. And, we'll see what happens here. Is I believe we have another visitor. Let's take a look-see over here. We do. And it's a long dive from the top to the dungeon. Sam's here, and now, of course, our buddy out there helping us out here. This is a big donation. Our buddy Jeff Brown over from iRacing High Flying now. I believe he's got the headset on. He's here. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, not much. Just kind of sitting down here watching this great race you guys are putting on for the Bell family, and heard the news about it, and man, what a shame. So hopefully you guys are getting some donations.
I hope so too. Appreciate yours as well. That's going to go a big way. Jade's family certainly going to appreciate that, and it's cool to be an event like this. But yellow flag is on the speedway. We have our third yellow of this one, 47 laps in, and we were kind of whittled on down. I can't imagine it was a big one. 2 cars, 3 cars.
Yeah, hate to see it.
They do, because that's going to trap drivers potentially a lap down like the Nick Flurries and David Pattons and Kyle Jetts in the world. So that's going to be a shame. We'll see if they can wave around, but going to certainly be off sequence, going to be off kilter. There's our full velocity against the replay right there. Show you the 3 cars involved in the incident as we ride around our yellow. 48 laps into Talladega Super Speedway. Stay with us. We'll come back in here live for the restart of the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, we are back here live in Talladega. Full Velocity Racing Network cranking up 200 benefit race being put on by the Cyber Thunder Racing League for the Bell family. And hopefully we'll raise some money out there for them tonight. The PayPal link's been out there, and it's all for a great cause. I think they just kind of rebuild their life from basically anew, lost everything. They were able to salvage very little in a very big move, and it was tragic, heartbreaking. And the only solace we have tonight is the support we're all giving to Jade and the family, and hopefully allow them to replenish a lot of the things they've lost, the little things that we kind of just all take for granted. And it's good to see the 14 having a good night. He is going to restart third on the restart as the pace truck dives on in. 50 laps of 70 now complete. Tim Rogers going to lead us way back to green with Christopher Dean, Jade Bell, Zach Chahalis, and Robert Gregg. We're going to be our top 5
Green flag!
Yep, there it is. Green flag. Anybody been in the room when he's done that yet? My eardrums can't handle it. I gotta turn him way down for that. I don't know. I can't do it. I'm staggered.
Like you would say, hey.
I don't know.
Knowing Jack, it probably.
Well, Brian. So we get back up to full song and take a lap and a half or 2 laps to do and see how this group fans out. They've all come to pit road for the last time now, I gotta think. They're all good on gas, so now it's essentially the sprint race. We've got 120 to go at Talladega. Now it's all bets are off. Is it too early to start taking and not giving Sam? Is it all balls to the wall from here, or are you still kind of calculatedly patient at this point?
Really how much fuel you put in. If they chalked it full, they can run balls to the wall all the way to the end. But if they put maybe 3/4 of a tank in, they'd have to save it they'd have to save it as best they can.
Now, we see these field all form back up and now 2 wide. Now maybe a 3 wide scenario for the race league there on number 2. But if you say you want to be second coming down the end of this race, make a slingshot happen. What lane do you want to be in right now? Want to run low? You want to run high? If you're out there, what lane are we picking now at this point of the race?
Well, be able to slingshot through the triangle.
I'm still going for the middle. It's probably going to be chaotic. So, Sam Perry joining me here. Todd's here. Jack Tunes in the house. And also our friend Jeff Brown from iRacing iFlag stopping in tonight. We bring Jeff back to the conversation. Of course, Jeff, you've been busy times for the iFlag headquarters, I hear. What we have all going on. Is all things kind of back to go, or are orders open and being taken as we speak?
Yeah, we got things open again. Things are starting to come in kind of to what I like. It's not taking a month and a half now for supplies. It's dwindled down to about 3 weeks now. So yeah, it's not doing too bad. I mean, we wished it would be faster, but the important thing is get on the list and get you one built as soon as we get the stuff in.
Love it. Guys, and you two guys, it's always a thrill when you get you come up here and join us, get you both together. 2 guys that really get back to the sim racing community the way you guys do. It's just such a joy for us to come here and do this and hang out all together and have the rapport with you. You gotta talk to security, Jack?
Yeah.
Why do we need security?
They keep letting all these people in the booth.
Oh, I'm good. We welcome all in there. Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. You're friends of ours or anybody. You come here, hang out at the booth, have a good time. We don't put the padlock on it. We welcome to all. So, no, we're an inclusive group here at Full Velocity. We welcome all. Doesn't matter where you come from. We'll sit here. We'll all shoot the breeze. We'll have a good time. We let Sam in here. We'll let anybody in here.
Nah, I only want security guard that stands outside. Jeff.
Glad you guys here.
No, I just tell them that I'm a big time top stand and they let me in.
Oh man.
So did you say, I'm Todd Stanton?
I still need to ask him what he did this week to lose his voice.
You ain't heard the story yet.
Do I want to hear the story?
Well, we could have used Officer Brown. That's not funny. Somebody kick him. That's not good. We don't need her. I can't work with this environment.
Phil, it sounds like your ride's here.
I don't know how to follow it. I really don't. But Mike Smith out there in the chat box. Mike, thank you for watching, and hopefully we're giving you at least some entertainment to spend the Sunday night. So we're here at Talladega watching relay racing happen here. So it's kind of, we'll let the pictures take the story. We have a big wreck. Oh my goodness. Somebody switched lanes and they weren't clear. I did see that one live. And that one sets up another big wreck. They're right in the middle of the pack. Yellow flag on the speedway now with 57 of 78 lead. Well, let's go back and revisit that one. Jonathan Journey's J-Max Strong Full Velocity Racing Network Instant Replay. Somebody hooked or somebody just changed lanes that weren't clear yet. That was definitely different. The verdict is
As long as Tom made it, I'm happy. I don't know.
Tanner was coming up. Yeah, there it is. Tanner was trying to put his way in the middle, and the hole closed, and it was on like Donkey Kong. Yellow flag out. We're 58 laps, and we're getting out of here tonight. To break up the weather. Stay with us. We'll come back with some more hijinks live on Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, we're getting ready to go for the restart, and it's a nice little extended pause. So we're going to let Todd and Jack take the honorary call to the restart.
Green flag!
That works. That's money. I don't care who you are. That's money. That don't get you excited. Nothing well. That stuff never goes against me. I don't care. If we got something new, we just kind of learn with the family. Keep that view. 60 laps in now to the crank it up 200. Tim Rogers leading us back to green, but look too far. Jay Bell's there running in second, and Tom Richter. Tom has stuck the blade note car up to third. Did you get Tom some points tonight, Sam? I mean, I know Tom's a super speedway racer, but up there late in the race, and he's looking for a win. That'd make the blade note folks happy.
It certainly will make me happy. As long as they can keep it straight all the way to the end, I believe Tom can make a run for it.
Wait and see. So we're under 10 laps today, but anything can happen. From here, it looks like the lead crew up front, by a couple of wrecks that we just had, it's kind of shrunk. It's, call it 19 cars on the lead lap there in that lead draft. Tim Rogers, Tom Richter, Jay Bell, Christopher Dean, Zach Chahalis in the top 5, Tyler Beeman, a quiet 991 back to the top 10. Running in 6th, Robert Rogers in for 7th, Eric Moore, Brett Hahn, and Jay Morris making up our top 10. David Patton, Patrick Steen, Nick Fleury, Chris Harvey, Bryson Clark. That's a lot of names that pitted early that got back to the lead lap. We thought they were kind of off sequence, but now for guys, say like the Knicks or the Davids or, all that crew. I think there's be something like this, Sam. Is it too late for them to make a run back there from 12?
Oh yeah, that's fine. I mean, super speedway races are so unpredictable. Yeah, because there was I can't remember who it was, but one of the Bowman brothers in real life, or no, not a Bowman. I forget who it was. He came back from. He was back in 11th. The top 10 wrecked out. He got the win at Daytona.
Nice. That's a good story right there. And I'm watching these cars, and they're 2, and now they're forming up 3 wide on the top lane. And I'm kind of focused around, the forgotten blade note car, the 38 of David Patton. He's back there running in 10th through 11th. We get back to start finish line. There's 64 laps, so 70 complete. We're getting down on laps. Is it too late for a guy like David to make the move from 10th, or is it time for him to make that move and start to slinky his way up there in the front?
As long as he can get a good gaggle of cars right behind him to push him, he can make it up there. And he may have to take it 3 wide all the way around, but if he can get a good group of cars behind him pushing him, he can make it up there. Same with Tom.
What's happening to Jade Bell? Oh no, Gomer needs to leave Jade alone. Not tonight. Jade's up there competing for a win. Yeah, he is. 14 car is leading the train up. I'm kind of back. I'm watching the back part of this track. I'm not really paying attention to the front. I want to see what these guys do to make a move to come on through in these last couple of laps. So a 2 car, Christopher Dean, he just made a big move to the middle. Look at the run he got. I guess it's all about that running the air right now and getting that right lane, the right suction. It looked like that car had 20 more horsepower that time. Hasn't been equivalent that way, but pulled out from that top lane and just got such a run. That run stall, he comes right back to the back. But right now, I'm watching guys like Jade. I'm watching the 48 car of Tim. I mean, we know it's a wide enough track. You get enough run ahead of steam up top to make a run, but why do I feel right now, Sam, is that low side is going to be a tough lane to beat? I feel like the low side's got the advantage.
Oh, they're wrecking. Who's wrecking?
Oh no, big wreck. Yeah, Tom. Oh, that was Tom's car. He got walloped. Big wreck here late in the going at Talladega. This maybe, I mean, we'll probably get a green white checker, but this is going to probably take us right to the end of regulation. Caution flag on the speedway. The nose on the 34 car is tore completely to junk, and I think there's more involved. Where did that one break free from? Let's take a look back there on the replay. No, Jackson will get that thing back there rolling. Oh my goodness, that was black. Oh, we got a roof surfer. 78, and oh, somebody was a turtle. Somebody tried to make it through the middle, and it didn't work so well. 78 gets a shot. Well, it's like floating through the middle. It closed up. It didn't work. And 78 gets the worst end of that one. A turtle, roof sliding. Robert Rogerson, that's a tough way to end the night there. But under yellow, late in the going, probably going to take us right to the end of regulation. Who is going to win the Crank It Up 200? I guess we'll all find out together next live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, let's set the stage here. As the lights go out around this 2.66 mile Talladega Super Speedway, green, white checker to settle the Crank It Up 200 tonight for the Jade Bell Memorial or Memorial Fundraiser event. I want to say Memorial. Fundraiser event. Memorial race. Fundraiser event. The Bell family, great cause. I know we had a good donation coming earlier. I know Tom and the gang were taking donations, so the PayPal link there on your screen all week long. That will stay open. If you're not watching this race live, you watch it back later. Please be a part of it. Please make a donation. They will certainly appreciate that. And so I'll do it. We're here tonight for a good cause. Let's finish this one out. Green, white checker attempt. Only one. We're only going to get one. Let's see who is going to win this drag race back. Jade Bell, here in his honor for his family. Number 14, he's going to lead us back to green with Christopher Dean, Nick Fleury, Zach Chahalis, and Jeremy Funk in the 913.
Green flag.
To Terry Funk. Never know. Dory. Jeremy Funk in 913. He's starting fifth. Green flag is Jack is so eloquently told us. It's back into the area. Green, white checker to settle this one. Jake Bell's been really good all night long. The pole sitter was Nick Fleury. He won qualifying. You know, that car is fast. And I would say, Sam, coming to the white flag next time by, it's time to get all the getting you can get.
Yeah, they really got to push it if they want to make it up to the front. If they, yeah.
We're going to be this time through turn number 3 and 4. We're going to come through the triangle. We are going to be greeted by the white flag up in the air. One more trip around Talladega. Can this terrific story we've been telling tonight about number 14 of Jake Bell, can he hold on to win at Talladega? He leads the way. He's got the 2 car. Christopher Dean there. Nick Fleury is there. Jeremy Funk's there. Zach Chahalis, a guy like Paul Turner. David Hunt running the 42 car all night long. He's up in the top half dozen as we are drag racing down the back straightaway on the final lap here in Talladega. Still a long stretch of racing to get through. Jake Bell's going to have to make that car 2 and 3 lanes wide as they throw their way through turns number 3 and 4 for the final time. The 14 car going to hold that bottom lane strong. Can he hold on to win here in Talladega? The Cinderella stories in drag racing with Tribal. Checkered flag in the air, the 2 car on a run, they make contact, they dive, and the race winner at the line is going to be Jade Bell. Awesome. Jade Bell picking up the win in number 14. Jeremy Funk gonna finish up second. Tyler Beeman will grab a 3rd place. Zach Chahalis and Nick Fleury after that scramble back to the line. 25 car will finish up 5th. Jay Morris for 6th. Paul Turner, Chris Dean, Tom Richter, Jeremy Moore scored the top 10. Eric Moore will finish 11th. Chris Harvey for 12th. Brett Hahn 13th. Bryson Clark 14th. Michael Witt with a top 15. Nathan Goot, Andrew Cork, Robert Gregoire, Dale Lee, Tim Rogers. Heartbreak there for the 48. He'll finish up in the 20th position with Patrick Steen, David Patton, Robert Roderson, Mark Schrader, Bill Jett, Tanner Tellerico, Ryan Dale, Richard Pruitt, Kyle Jett, Dave Sanders completing our top 30 with Eric Anderson, Mike Taylor, Mike Grandy, William Goss, and I believe it's a complete 34 cars started. The big winner is Mr. Jade Bell. It's going to be a great victory lane. We're going to talk to Jade next live on the post-race show. Don't go far. We'll be right back. All right, we are back here live on the post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds, web hosting, VPS servers, dedicated servers. They do it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com. Tell them the gang over here from Full Velocity and Cyber Thunder Racing League sent you. They'll appreciate that. The Bell Family Fundraiser event. Jade Bell picks up the win at Talladega, a Cinderella story. We'll run down to victory lane and talk to him in just a moment. Let's talk to our second and third place finishers here first. First up, let's grab a guy who kept his nose clean all night long. Started the top 10. Had to avoid some wrecks, some carnage. And the number 91 of Tyler Beeman comes home third tonight. Tyler, a great run by you. A night that we're all here for a great cause, but having some fun racing. Tell us about your night behind the wheel in 91. Kept that thing clean. You get a top 3 down there. That's a good night.
Yeah, how about that? Jade winning the race as well. I shouldn't be here, I feel, because 3 wrecks there at the end. I should have been in and just got lucky. The seas parted the right way, especially right there at the checkered flag. Just made it right through there at the last minute, so I'm real happy with third place considering that.
Absolutely right. We're here for a good cause, a 9 points race, raising some money for Jade and his family. Takes all the stress off of a points racing for sure, I'll tell you what, but it probably makes these guys go out there and drive a little bit more aggressively. We did see a couple of big wrecks here tonight. You were out there in the middle of that pack all night long. How nerve-wracking is out there to drive it around at 200 miles an hour and be like 10 rows deep of double file? That's got to be intense.
Yeah, there at the end, as we were 3 wide for quite a while, I held the low line. My hands were gripping the wheel real tight, and it's just, you start sweating. I mean, it gets real intense, and you don't know if you can make it, but you know you can't back off. And yeah, I had a team of 4 out here tonight, and happy for us to get a decent run out of it.
It was a great job by you. It was a lot of fun to do. You know, Talladega, it's a tough place to call a race from a broadcaster standpoint because it's kind of guys out there in a pack all night long. Not a whole lot of action we can call it. The pictures do the story, but Tyler, a hell of a job. A top 3 run. I'll give you the mic here one more time. Let you thank your team, your crew, your friends, your family, and of course, we're here for Jade and the family tonight. It's a great deal. Take the floor from me and thank whoever you get to thank out there for watching us.
Yep, the Mad Sim Racing team, our team of 4 that were out here tonight, and our sponsor, Power Headset. We had 4 identical PowerHeadset.com Ford Mustangs, and of course, Jade Bell, who won the race. How about that? Glad we could come out here and raise a little money for them.
Couldn't agree more. This guy's a good cat, and I'm sure we'll talk to him a little more here as we get closer to the Cup Series season in a few months away, a few weeks away, months anymore. Tyler Beeman, number 91, he'll finish up third tonight. We'll let him go. Figure out where I somehow dropped my stuff. There we go. Tyler along. Good to talk to him. Good dude. And we'll take a walk-see down here. And first time we talked to the driver of the number 913. That'll be Jeremy Funk from 34th to 2nd. If there's a guy that sees parted for, it was this 913 car. Jeremy, welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network, man. A second place run. Tell us about that viewpoint from your car all night. There was a lot of stuff happening there.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It did actually open up. I don't really run here very much, so I was just trying to get the 2 a win, and I was just pushing, and you got a little squirrely there, and
it got squirrely. You guys are getting after it. It's Talladega. It had a big race field tonight, a good cause, no points, no money to the winner. Just go out there and have a good, hard race. Gloves come off of that last restart. Green, white, checker. It's all time to dig. What was the mentality? You're trying to push the 2 to the win. How hard were you guys going to drive to make that happen? You guys are really good at it. You guys drive hard all night long. It was kind of bizarre. You guys really get after here tonight. Was the aggressive nature up there because of just the big race field we had?
absolutely no points, green, white checkers. It doesn't get any worse than that. It's just tragedy waiting to happen.
Certainly was. And you said we saw some cars get tore up tonight, saw some good racing. I was going to talk to some new faces. So welcome into the Full Velocity Racing Network, my friend. Our bit here, the last thing we do, we get you. We give you the mic here one more time. We're out there live via Facebook Live. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch TV. If anybody out there watching you want to say hello to or thank or words to pass along, Jeremy, the floor is all yours. So take the floor away and run with it.
Thank you. Mission 22. These are soldiers that protect us. We got to protect them. Mission 22.
That is a cool thought right there. And that's a good way. Mission 22. Jeremy Funk. Jeremy, thanks for stopping in, man. Second place run. Hopefully do this again someday. Good to talk to you, man.
Thank you.
All right, there he is. Second place finish tonight for the 913, but we're going to go to victory lane. And this is going to be awesome. Talk to him pre-race. a race tonight in his family's honor, and the number 14 into the winner's circle. Mr. Jade Bell out of the race car, buddy. Congratulations. Wins always feel good. This one's going to feel bittersweet there, but what's your emotions like right now?
Yeah, how about that, huh? I'm a basket case right now, to be honest with you. I mean, to come in here and have all these guys put this benefit race on for me and my family is, I'm just beside myself. I can't show enough appreciation and gratitude. And then to be able to be up front most of the race and come away with the win is, it's just outstanding. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Talk about this race car, man. It was fast all night long. You were up there in the mix of a top 3, led some laps, minding your time, watching the guys wreck around you. Were there any nerves up there late, knowing the way these guys are racing hard and knowing full well you got a car capable of winning this thing?
Oh yeah, I mean that's always the super speedway deal. You know, you can be clean, be fast, but you got to be there at the end to win it. I actually got caught up in that first caution we had. I had to use my fast repair right away. And then I said, well, screw it. I'm just going to stay up front and try to stay out of trouble. I barely skated by the second one. And then I think I was ahead of everything else that happened. And when we got down there to the end, you know, when you're up front, it's as much about controlling the field as it is being fast. You got to really, you know, mind the gap so people can't come inside and outside and get a run on you. Luckily, I had a good friend, teammate there. The number 2, Christine, was working with me. And we tried to just not sandbags. We didn't want to hold everybody up, but we tried to stay side by side, and then we were going to run it out there in that last lap. And it's exactly the way it played out. It worked well, you know, and unfortunately him and I think Nick Fleury got into it together right behind me and took a bunch of cars out. But yeah.
Talladega racing, that's all I call it right there. It's a cat and mouse game, and you guys did one heck of a job. So happy to see you at Victory Lane, man. Cool dude for a good night, a humble cause, but you're the winner, buddy. The floor is yours one more time to thank all the peeps out there for watching. I hope everybody in the family is doing well. Hope you guys are all rebuilding and trying to put life back in some sense of normal. I guess as normal can be for you. Our thoughts are with you, bud, and we're all rooting together. It's so nice seeing Victory Lane there, buddy. Take the floor one more time and give all the peeps out there watching a big shout out.
All right, I appreciate it, Phil. I thank you guys there at Full Velocity Racing Network for coming on board to broadcast this race. I hope it turned out well. It seemed like it was a good race for us. I can't thank the Cyber Thunder Racing League enough. I mean, those guys went into action immediately as soon as they heard what happened, and you know that's not just a racing league that you jump on with. That's family. I mean, that's what it's all about. I also ride with the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association and the chapter out of Virginia that I just left. The Colonial Riders have put up a lot of money and done good by us, and also my wife's company, HDR Engineering. We got a lot of friends with them, and they put a GoFundMe site up, and it's unbelievable. You know, I always try to live a good life and help those in need, and I feel like this is karma. You know, something bad happened to me and my family, and it's coming back with all the love that people are showing us. I just can't thank everybody enough.
I agree. It's in the worst of times we figure out how many people rally around us and how good humanity can be. Jade, congratulations, buddy. A big win. Best thoughts to your family. We hope all continues to rebuild, and we'll look forward to talking to you again here soon in different circumstances. Racing a normal race night. It's good to get back to normal there, brother. Good to talk to you. Congratulations, and hey, let's make a date and do this again soon. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good. I'm looking forward to the fall season starting off. I'll be up here talking to you a lot, I hope.
Well, I hope so too. Here is, folks, tonight's winner, and winner in all of our hearts here tonight. Jade Bell picking up the win. Fundraiser effort for the family here tonight. A great way to end the night. Congratulations to them. Thank Tom and all the crew here at Cyber Thunder Racing League for allowing us to come over and do it. Thanks to Jack and to Todd, to Sam, to Jeff Brown for coming out and be a part of it. My name is Phil Lacasse. The end of a busy day and the start of a very busy week. FullVelocityTV.com is where you find us. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night here on the network. Good night, everybody.